Well, it's Melbourne, isn't it?
Oh.
Can't see anything here.
Huh?
Can't see anything.
Can't see
Is there someone out there?
Wish there wasn't.
It's like that.
I know, terrible. It's when you're a film star. Is everybody settled? Thank you, Robert, for taking the time out to come and see us today. I know that Monday was a great success. I believe it was a great success Monday.
Yeah, Monday was a great success, yeah, very much so.
And I suppose we all know why we're here. Shall I open with questions, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? First question, please. First question, thank you. Thank you, Martin.
How's your game looking?
It's not too bad. Last time I played was okay. I've had 2 weeks off back in Florida and feels pretty good. Yeah, I worked hard last week with my coach Darren May on my swing and just tried to sort out a few issues that I had when I was at Coolum and that. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress that and the hard work that I put in last week. So hopefully it'll pay off this week.
And do you have Ray Floyd's son on your bag still, or what are you doing about caddy?
My old caddy Colin Burwood's on the bag this week from Perth, and him and Rob will job share next year together. So, which works out really well. I'll have one from Australia, but obviously Colin and we've had a great relationship over the years, and he knew why I got rid of him and Steve Potts. So, and that's between us. And Rob Floyd's one of my best buddies back in the States, and we look after each other. We've both been through some tough times over the last year or two, and so we're kind of looking out for each other. And I asked him after Coolum, I said, "Do you want a job share with Colin next year?" And he said, "Yeah, I'd love to." So it gives him an opportunity to keep doing his real estate stuff, but it also gives him a great opportunity to come out and work for me and sort of still be involved in the game of golf.
Rob, we'll get this one out of the way. Have you spoken to Jeff yet?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yep. Everything's perfect. Back to normal. Everything's great.
You happy with that? I mean, you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Did it weigh on your mind at all, or anything?
Yeah, it weighed on my mind when I was on my way back to America, but not anymore. I did reach out before this week, and we had a good chat last night at the function, so which was nice. It was nice to see him face to face and with his wife Julie as well. So, and we laughed and we had a giggle about everything. And look, Jeff and I have been friends for a very, very long time, and we're not going to allow something this silly just to spoil that. I've known Julie a long time as well, and they've got a great family, and I admire the way he plays and the way he handles himself for Australian sport. So there's no grudges on both sides. It's all a dead issue now. That's 100% the truth.
Russell?
Rob, has the episode, though, has it tainted your President's Cup memories? I mean, because the President's Cup was a big deal.
No, it's done. So that issue's done now. So now we can move on to any other issues. Thanks.
I was just going to say, not on that issue, but a lot of blokes have come out and supported you in the last few days. Greg Chalmers spoke nicely of you. Jeff spoke.
I haven't seen anything, so I don't know. So I don't know what they've said, but unless you enlighten me.
Well, they said you're a good bloke. Nice guy.
I paid him a lot of money.
You get a bad deal.
I paid him a lot of money, I'm not really a good bloke. Just read the papers. They tell you what I am.
Rob, how do you think the Masters looks this late in the year? And particularly, what did you make of the fact that IMG have cut the prize money to $1 million? I
heard that at Coolum, but it hasn't deterred me from coming back. I've always been a pretty big supporter of Australian golf and obviously the Australian Masters. I'm here to try and help the tour and try and help the Masters itself. And obviously we need all Australian players to play in it. Obviously need support right now. Obviously when you don't have the likes of Tiger Woods at an event, it does sort of scales down a little bit. And I'm sure their budgets have been hit. It's a shame, but at the same time, at least we've got a tournament on, and it's going to be a great week. We've got world number one Luke Donald here, so he's had an amazing year, probably over the last couple of years, but this year especially. To win both money lists is pretty unbelievable. I don't think anyone's done that ever before, so not that I can think of, but Luke's an awesome guy and he's a great player, and I think he'd be a great value to the field this week, that's for sure.
Russell?
Rob, the last couple of years has been Tiger, and this year it is Luke and Ian Poulter and that sort of thing. Does the significance of the Masters continue regardless of the fact it's been shuffled around, it's less prize money? Is the significance of the Masters just continue with the presence of those sorts of guys?
Yeah, absolutely. But also the Australian players as well. Look what Greg Chalmers has done the last couple of tournaments. So, he's got a chance to get into my shoes, you could say. So I found it quite interesting that I'd be paired with him the first 2 days, so that was kind of good. But look, I think that's a big interest in itself, someone else to try and win the Triple Crown. So there's a lot of interest here this week. Not just, you got to look at the positives and don't look at the negatives. And that if we all look at the positives and look at the players that we have here, and the things that are up for grabs, it's pretty exciting. Someone else to try and create history, and then you got the likes of obviously Ian Poulter and Luke Donald that are here. And we've got a lot of great Australian players as well. Obviously Jeff Ogilvy's here. This is his home club and home track, and I'm sure you've got to put him as the favourite because this is his home. Look, let's just look at the positives, and the positives are we've got a great field.
Brent?
Rob, you obviously had not your best year on the US Tour, but you played well last week or 2 weeks ago at the PGA. How important is it that you keep that momentum going, play well this week, and then sort of head into next year with results?
Look, obviously, I was kind of, I was very, if I wasn't disappointed that I didn't win the PGA, I'd be lying. But at the same time, I was happy because I felt like I didn't play great, but I still nearly won the tournament. So, I could pick probably 20 shots that I wasted in 72 holes very easily, just by poor driving or just a few loose shots here and there. But my putting on the weekend was pretty good, and that's what kept me in the tournament. So, that's golf, and hopefully, if I put it all together this week, it should be a fantastic week. But looking into the future, I'm looking forward to taking a break after this week. I have no plans to play as of next year yet. Might not be until February, March. I'm not sure. I just feel that I need a break from the game, and I might play Sony, which is like this third week of January, but pretty hardly unlikely. I might play San Diego and LA. They might be the only two tournaments on the whole West Coast that I might play next year. Just want to spend more time with my kids and just be around for them. I've been away a bit, so time to be a father.
Russell?
I was just going to say, is that physical or mental fatigue you're talking about there in terms of...
I think probably more mental than physical. Physical, I feel fantastic, best I've ever felt in my life. But I'd say more mental. I've had a lot of things happen over the last, the course of a year, and just feel mentally I'm just not quite there for the golf. But saying that, I'm here to play golf, and I'm here to play the best I can this week. But after this week, I'll be having a break just to, get things straightened up.
Can I just ask you one about the Triple Crown and obviously Greg going for it?
I'm sorry?
The Triple Crown, Greg going for it. Significance of it in terms of your career accomplishments and just how hard is it to do?
It's pretty easy. Look, it's, obviously you can't just come down to Australia and expect to win 3 tournaments in a row. It just doesn't happen. But when you win the first one and then all of a sudden you win the second one, the third one seems pretty easy. Because the confidence that you have from the first two, you're like, why is this hard? It should be pretty easy. And I could see it in Greg's eyes at the PGA in the playoff. I could kind of sense some how relaxed he was. I could just see it in his eyes, and I didn't fear it. I just knew it. I could just sense that there was an inner calmness of him, and when he hit his tee shot off the tee, I just straight away I knew that he's totally in control of what he's doing. And Greg's been a great friend of mine for a long time. We've supported each other. He came out to my charity event on Monday, and which was just awesome of him to come. The kids loved him when we did a clinic and stuff like that. And but this is definitely going to be a tough week for him. It's a great field, but at the same time, when I won the Triple Crown, I had to beat Bubba Watson in the playoff at the Masters. So, anything can happen in a playoff. I was fortunate enough that Bubba 3-putted the last hole, but it's not an easy feat, that's for sure. Otherwise, why would I be the only person to ever do it? So it can't be that hard. It can't be that easy to do it. So, if someone's going to do it, I'd like to see Greg do it. That's for sure.
Is that okay, ladies and gentlemen? Oh.
Oh yes. So yeah, my thing was that you can't always read you can't always see what you believe in all the papers. And so Monday after Coolum, I get back to America. I pick up the USA Today, and it says Allenby wins in a playoff first extra hole over Marcus Fraser. Greg Chalmers wasn't even mentioned.
Some confusion. Let's have no confusion here.
I said, where's the trophy?
Thank you, Robert.